Hi everybody, welcome back. It's time to make our app a bit more interesting. We were just outputting strings, now it's time to level up to templates. Some HTML with some CSS. Let's get started. Okay, so if we open up the app.py file, we notice that the home function is different. It used to output a string and now it's rendering a template using the render_template function. And we can find the templates themselves in the templates folder, so we have to create that. We can see the hello.html and the login.html files there. So when this route is hit, the home function is called, the render template function is called, which by the way is imported this way, straight enough. The hello file is referenced and we should see an output. The hello file looks like this, a very simple HTML page with a head, a body, all within the HTML tag. And if we run our file, in my case, Python 3, it will pull up the URL that we should hit with the port. And you'll see something like this. Super simple, nothing fancy here, but we can change it up to see that it is indeed ours. So if we go back to it, restart it, we can see our changes take effect immediately. So that's nice. How do we make it fancier? Let's add some CSS. Let's make a login page. If we want to make a login page, we go back to the app.py file, create a new route, login, and then define the login function, right? Now, eventually, when this becomes more complicated, you're going to want to create more files, more partitions, and more modules for your own app. It's otherwise going to get too unsustainable. In this case, for example only, we're going to have the function here, render the template, login. Just like before, it's just an HTML page, except that it contains some classes, right? This is very, very basic HTML and CSS. I'm not getting into it because there's a whole other class that I have for it, but this is really a Flask app course, and we're going to go over how HTML and CSS play into that system. So if you have a very, very simple HTML file with classes and IDs, like username and password, you can have a CSS file that has to live in the static folder according to Flash convention, styles.css. We can see that it's referenced right here because this HTML file is able to find the static path to that file. This styles.css looks like this, classes, again, not getting into this in terms of the CSS itself, but when we run that and we go to the login page, we should see that login page, like so. Pretty cool. And it's very simple HTML, but that means it's very light. We're not importing a library like Material UI. We're not doing extra CSS logic. This is something that can live in your Raspberry Pi device, for example, if you need a very quick login page to transfer credentials and so forth. Next up, we're going to look at third-party implementations, JSON data, and potentially playing with the database. If not then, next time. I'll see you soon.